Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell if you haven't already. We do these quiz shows every week on Thursdays at this time. Without further ado, let's jump into the first phase. Which of the original Mercury astronauts later became an aquanaut who lived on Sealab II? I will put 5 minutes on the board. Hello, monster trucks are people too. And the committee.
What's a Sealab?
Under the ocean, in the lab, under the sea, in the sea. I guess you can't be under the sea. You'd have to be under.
In the sea.
Yeah, you can be in the sea. That's correct.
Underground.
If you could go to space, would you go to space?
No.
If it was free?
No.
And there was a colony on Mars?
No. I'm afraid to climb a ladder. You think I'll go up in space?
Titan. How is that a person? Was there a person named Titan?
A god.
Anyway, the correct answer is Scott Carpenter. Otherwise, maybe AKA Titan. I'm not sure, but I think we're going with Scott Carpenter on that one.
Which astronomer was the first, although unknowingly, to observe the minor planet Pluto?
These are tough questions. Not easy. Not for the faint of heart. Different categories. It's not all about one thing. So
that's interesting.
And the first one to see Pluto.
It's not a planet anymore, is it?
Well, it's a minor planet, or a dwarf planet, or a
star.
It's definitely. How would it be a star?
It's not a planet anymore.
Yeah, but it's still a body in an object in space revolving around the sun. How would it? Yeah, but it's not a big humongous ball of gas burning. And the correct answer is. You want to say that?
Percival Lovell.
Yep.
Lovell.
Name the point in the orbit of the moon or a satellite at which it is nearest to the Earth. Moses. What, is that a point?
You laughed.
Yeah, I guess. It was a cheap point. All right. This is a technical term.
The answer is looks like the name brand of like a
dog food?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Just a letter's missing.
Yep. Yeah, that is true. And there's an extra letter.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that, but not at all.
Well,
there's a hint.
If you have a dog, it makes you think of it.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's not a pedigree.
Perigi.
That's a
Next question.
Who was the first man buried on the moon?
Buried. It's like buried. But
Buried.
Ciao.
How is it buried when there's a
I suck at science. This isn't science. It's just facts.
So far, it's...
No, thank you. And... All right. What if we pitch a no-hitter? We've never done that.
First.
The answer is Gene Shoemaker. I wrote this quiz.
I'm not to blame here.
How old was John Glenn when he made his final space flight?
I remember that being on the news, though.
If you want your friend Google to help you, you could just type in oldest man in space. It'll give you the same answer. What's that? You remember that?
It wasn't like on the news and everywhere.
Yeah. And I still haven't got to go to space. Oh! Old as dirt.
Well, not that old.
No.
My grandma's older.
Well, isn't he dead?
Older than 55.
Older than 55, 8. Yeah, older than that. And the correct answer is he's even older. He was even older than Donald Trump is.
77.
77.
What is a massive ensemble of hundreds of millions of stars, all
gravitationally interacting and orbiting about a common center.
Okay.
Don't think too hard on this one. What if... It's ensemble, by the way. Isn't it? Mm-hmm. Isn't that how you say that? Ensemble. Isn't it? Or am I tripping?
Yeah,
is that
ensemble.
How you, yeah. Ensemble. Correct! We didn't get a no-hitter. But somebody got a point. Good job, the committee. It is a galaxy. Let's move on into the next phase. Which formation can Canadian geese be seen flying?
Yeah, I want to say in this formation.
Yes. Like a teepee, but upside down. You know why they do that, right?
It's got something to do with aerodynamics.
Because there's a vortice that comes after the wing, or that projects from the flight of the wings of the bird in front of it, and it goes like this, and so the next one gets a bit of lift from the one in front of it. That's why they do that. It's not just for fun, because it makes it easier for the person behind them to fly. Because
the first one has the hardest job.
The first one has the hardest job.
I bet nobody wants to go first.
Yeah, no one wants to go first. But the first one definitely has the hardest job.
Oops.
And V is correct. Monster trucks are people too, and committee. Good job. In the 3rd century BC, this Greek astronomer said that the Earth revolves around the sun, but the idea was not accepted. Who is he? This is pre-Copernicus.
Obviously.
Yeah. We're talking way, way back.
Quite a difference there.
Mm-hmm.
A few centuries.
Yeah, so why does Copernicus get all the cred?
Okay.
Think about that. Think about that. If you get that stuff too early, people don't even acknowledge you.
Shouldn't be first then.
And
Palto?
That's Plato's crazy cousin. And that is also incorrect.
Merlin? No.
Aristocross. Whatever. Merlin. Next question.
What's the only sign of the zodiac that doesn't represent a living thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know.
Mm-hmm. Do you know?
Yeah. My parents. No, hold on. My uncle.
I guess this is kind of a heavenly or space-oriented quiz, even though that wasn't my intention. No, there are some questions that don't involve space.
Do you know this zodiac? Like, do you know somebody with that zodiac sign?
Possibly, but I don't know any, I don't keep track of that. I know my sign just because
What is it?
I'm self-centered. Huh? Mine?
Cancer.
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
Taurus.
Mine
And
is better.
we don't have an answer. Come on. This one's...
It's pretty easy.
Libra. It's scales.
Yeah.
And that is not a living thing. Next question. What is the point in orbit of the moon or satellite which is farthest from the Earth?
I had astronomy in high school.
Mm-hmm. Chow? Does that say chow? No.
CAO.
What does that mean?
Cow.
Not sure. And how much do you know your moon orbits, people? You can learn something here at Quiz Stream. And a pogey is the answer. Did you know that?
No.
Me neither.
About how many extant
Extant
species of birds are flightless.
Mm-hmm.
Really, so many.
Yep.
I could only think of 2.
The dark side of the moon. You had the word moon in it. That was something. How about Donald Trump getting those Koreans out, or the American out of Korea? Americans, right? Well, they were all of Korean descent, but they were all American.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
Emu plus
penguin.
And the correct answer is there are more than 60 extant species of flightless birds. Alrighty. Which of the signs of the zodiac is often considered to be the most conceited? What's your sign?
That's not. See, I wanted to say this one because I know people like that. I'm a Capricorn.
I don't know anything about Capricorns.
They're
So close.
me.
Eric Sanchio gets a point because he said so close, and it made me laugh because they said 1.
If you know me, you know Capricorns.
Yeah? I don't really put too much stock in zodiac signs. People just like the questions.
It's cool how I'm going to.
And if you make your assumptions broad enough, you can apply it to anything.
No, but it's really, this is really me.
Yeah? All right, and...
That's Leo.
Leo. Oh, I get it. The committee was saying the most conceited, and what does Dinky do? And that was going to be the answer. You get an extra trumpet for that. Let's move on into the laser phase. Here we go. Wait.
Who was the first American astronaut to orbit the Earth? Gagarin.
Wasn't that already an answer or part of a question?
I don't know, was it?
Yeah.
It was
What? No, that's the first one to do it was a Russian. We said, who was the first American?
Gagarin was the first to orbit the Earth, and he was Russian.
Right. Good job. But that's not the question. Glenn, it is Eric Sanchio. And Monster Trucks are people too. And the committee. All getting, I forgot to put 5 minutes up. Good job, Rick. Thank you, dude. Next. Who was the first to describe Saturn's rings as such in 1665?
55.
What did I say?
65.
Oh, catastrophe. 1655. Why is that not working? There we go. Yeah, I remember. You remember 1655?
Sure.
It was a good year, right? Good movies. Good times.
Did I look that old?
Somebody's a bit self-conscious. Obviously, none of us were there back then. That wasn't.
Well, you're still in your 30s.
So are you. For now.
Yeah.
Well, you can say that about anybody. And the correct answer is... Christian Huygens.
Who was the astronaut on board the Liberty Bell 7?
And it's not astronaut, it's astronaut.
Yeah, but on board.
Yeah, there was one astronaut upon this spaceship, and it was called the Liberty Bell 7.
I get that.
And
but
this was on board the Liberty, like on board the Santa Maria, you know? You don't get it? Who was on the ship?
Yeah.
Liberty Bell 7. That's the question. Does it make sense now?
Yeah.
Okay. Girl, you straight tripping. Buzz Lightyear gets a point, and the correct answer was Gus Grissom. What is the unit measurement for the brightness of stars? Pretty cool, huh? Did you know that? Maybe these questions are only exciting to me. Should I do like, Piggy Boo, or who's that little fat girl on TV? I don't know. When we were in America, like the little Piggy Boo, Pookie Boo,
Wait,
Piggy Pig.
What did she do?
Nothing. She was like a little beauty queen or something. I don't know what she did. Oh man.
Oh, this fat family?
No, it was like I don't know if the mom was fat, but the little girl, Pinky Boo.
Yeah, they were all fat.
Pinky Boo is our other hostess.
Tennessee or
co-host. No, Piggy.
Yeah,
Baby
look
Boo.
Like pig.
Something like that. Anyway, and lumen is for candles, and magnitude is for stars. Honey Boo Boo. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Good job, committee. Which sign of the zodiac is Scorpios most compatible with?
Scorpions. I know.
Are Scorpios.
Huh?
I don't. When is Scorpio? I don't know.
Scorpio.
I hold all of this to be relatively humongous cow
I don't know
dung.
any Scorpios.
It's a bunch of bullshit, but I was just trying to mix it up,
Still stars.
I like personality. I like personality tests and things like that. But just like you were born at a certain time, that means you could pretty much like there. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make sense.
I'll give it to you.
For when you're born.
I'll let you read it, and then you can put it yourself.
I mean, there are people with the same birthday.
But then they're a pig or a rat in China.
Yeah.
For example, I'm a tiger, and it doesn't. No, hold on. What am I? A rat, I think.
And Capricorn is the answer.
Hmm.
Is that spider somehow Capricorn?
No. The bird's scientific name is
Branta canadiensis.
We talked about those birds before.
Mm-hmm. Earlier. See?
The way they're flying. They're flying formation.
They're flying, yep. That reminds me of the Mighty Ducks. You remember the movie Mighty Ducks? It was a great movie.
Goose. What kind of goose?
No, we're taking it.
Well, there's the European goose.
Yeah, whatever. It's pretty good. I'm gonna take it. And Eric Sanchio and the committee both getting the point with Canadian. It should be Canadian goose. Last question. How many signs of the zodiac are there? What is 12 times 3? 30. That makes sense. Here's a hint. They each take up 30% of the sky latitude.
Or just go by the months of the year.
Oh, wow, you can do that. Yeah, maybe that would be easier. But if you think about it, if it takes up 30% of the sky, how many percentages do you need to get 365 degrees?
Minus what you do.
And the correct answer is 12. Who's the winner? Good job, committee. You're the wiener. The wiener. Good job. We'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to invite a friend, and you get 10 points. Right?
Yeah.
10 points per friend. You can basically put this one in the bag. Just invite somebody. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for playing.
Thank you.